All right.
All right, we're live. So I'm up in Toronto. I just drove here, so hard if I'm tired or anything. But now you can't see anymore because it's probably dark. But it's like super small hotel room. It's like just a bed basically. And yeah, so I'm staying here. MasterMind, Vince Del Monte, 70 people, 90% fitness entrepreneurs. Some with like 200,000 Instagram followers. Brandon Carter was there last time. I'm not sure if you know him, and a few other guys. So that should be really fun.
So let
And
me ask you something. You're staying in a hotel. Is this the hotel where the mastermind is at, or is that at a different hotel?
the mastermind is down the street at the Amway Grand.
Okay. Okay.
So down the street. So I'm staying at this place. It's way cheaper.
Well, yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. Man, down there is
Like
pricey.
$500 for 3 nights. So
For your place?
yep. So it's like the
Cool.
cheapest in
So now,
Toronto.
are you talking to any of these guys, or he just wants you there to answer questions, or
Yeah,
what's your
I'm
role?
gonna speak on retargeting, and then with YouTube ads, and then anything else that comes up. So
Cool. So
tomorrow,
you could become compliant pretty easily at this.
yes, yep, yeah. Some people want me to do it for them. There's already been some interest. Um, so
How
yeah,
many days is this thing?
70.
No, no. How many days long is the mastermind?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like 8, 10 hours a day.
Okay. So you probably already know this, but like my game plan would be 90% of what you're going to do is going to happen Friday and Saturday night after the mastermind in the hotel bar.
Bro,
Like,
it's all about networking. It's
you just
great.
sit down there. I wouldn't drink much, and I would just start talking to people down there. You'll recognize them and just start BSing with people, and that's where all the magic happens, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah,
I it's really cool, man. So I want to on our next call, I want to hear all about like some of the big takeaways from this because this is a pretty exclusive group. If you have to pay to get in, right?
$1,700 for a sit-in, and then like 1,800 a month for coaching. Yep.
Oh, wow,
So
wow. So these guys are pretty serious.
yep, yeah, yep. So and Vince has like 12 years of experience, and a proven track record. So you can charge pretty good prices.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember back 10 years ago when I was promoting ClickBank products. He was always at the top, always at the top.
Yeah,
You
yeah. He's
know,
like a huge action taker.
10 years ago
So
with ClickBank. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. I've seen most of his material he's going to present already, just because I had to add to some of the slides. It's pretty good, but yeah, especially for like beginners, like getting access to this shit is like huge. And then more advanced like networking, yeah.
Huh.
So he has
Cool.
Friday is actually a day where only people that are making $100,000 or more a year are in, and then like Saturday and Sunday are the more newer people that are doing less than 100,000 a year.
Wow.
Super.
Wow.
Yep.
And you get to go to all 3 days, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet, man. That's sweet.
It's good. I may see if I can even get some work done on the book, which reminds me. So version one. This was version one. This was basically like just like an outline, a giant freaking outline. Now
Okay.
here's like the next version. It got way thicker. And let's see. So next version. And now it's like it got worse because now it's just like, and I just printed it off just for the mastermind, just in case I wanted to share it or not. But it got way worse. So let me share my screen though. What I'm going now to.
Yeah.
Do you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, cool. So basically, I had like each section on its own doc, but like this is a doc. This is like one section, 143 pages. It was just getting like way too much. So now
Yeah.
I'm bringing it into actually presentation slides. It's actually like a lot easier to work with on here. I can like design each page. It's like a lot easier.
Oh,
Every page is going to have like a headline and kind of connect. I mean, yeah, definitely connect, but it's like, so that's just like manageable parts. I mean, yeah, there'll be 300 pages, but it's really not that much. But it's easier, a lot easier to get it. I mean, I just started this last night, but it seems to be a lot easier to work with in this way, and I can design it way better. Because in the other way, if you have a full doc, when you change one thing, then everything's going to change, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
So now I have like the docs, and I'm moving them into here. Yeah, it's easier to work with. So yeah, I have a version done, but it's still like 0.2 version, just because, you know, let me switch back. Just because, I mean, still, it's just for my eyes only, basically. I mean, someone, if they really wanted to, could figure it out, but it's still like insert picture here, you know, and like stuff like that. So it's not completely done yet, but it's a work in progress, you know. It's getting there. So, and then, yeah, Sarah got 2 more clients on her own, SEO clients, which is great. She even upsold a client. So she's like doing all the sales, all the fulfillment 100% on her own, which is great. So then, yeah, I can work on like the book and also, yeah, come to things like this too, which is awesome.
So she's not there with you. You went up there on your own?
Nope. Yeah, she was gonna go and then she just decided not to. Okay. But I think next time she'll come. But yeah, it just worked out that she didn't want to stay in this hotel. She wanted to stay in a different hotel.
Well, I'm sure she wanted to stay at the Amway Grand. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but me, I don't care. Just give me a bed. I'm 5 minutes away. That's perfect. You know, I like to like get away a little bit too in the event. Like probably for lunch, I'll go chill here for a bit. You know, have some downtime or something. We'll see. Those things, you know, they can get pretty long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yeah. So last week I went to the Amazon conference, right?
Okay. Yep.
And I had my day job. They paid $600 for me to sit in a 1-day workshop to write Alexa skills.
Okay.
And at the end of that day, it's totally how I felt, man. Yeah, just and matter of fact, at the end they're doing machine learning stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm just done. I don't even know what the hell I'm typing in anymore. I'm just done. I get it. I get the general gist. I don't need to see it work. I'm done.
Yep. Was it worth it to go?
Oh my God, Mike. I was hoping I would learn a lot, and it changed a lot about how I think about computing. And probably one of the biggest takeaways I think that applies to SEO is you can kind of build everything in the cloud now. You don't really need servers, you know. Mm-hmm. And Amazon, I was just checking before our call. They have this thing called Light Sale. And you can launch a virtual machine. So you launch up your own server with WordPress pre-installed, ready to go, right? Mm-hmm. And you can launch them in one of their 20 different data regions around the world. You get where I'm going with this, right? So you can launch one in Dubai and spin it up like in a few seconds. Oh, wait for you to get back there.
I gotta grab a drink.
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, I'm still here. I can listen.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you spin these things up. They got WordPress there. You can manage them all from one central place. I would heavily consider doing that for your site hosting. Each one of these instances will run you around $5 a month. So if I was doing link building, I know a big part of it was, how do I make my network diverse? How do I not have all these sites piled on one server and Google sees that and discounts my links, right?
Right.
How do I get a good spread of IP addresses and geography and all that stuff?
So what's it called? Amazon Cloud or what?
Amazon Light Sale. Amazon Light Sale. It's a pre-installed cloud server with WordPress. You just say go, boom. 20 seconds later, it's there. It's ready to go. You point your domain at it, set up WordPress. You don't have to screw around with all these hosting companies.
That's awesome. So Amazon Light Spread?
Light Sail. Like light sail. Like a sailboat. Light Sail.
Oh, okay. Like a sailboat. That's okay.
So I learned a ton about it, and you know, one thing they said in the conference, and it was just the smallest thing, is he said, well, one thing with Amazon Web Services is people build things that couldn't be built before. And it was the smallest thing. And I sat there and thought, Mike, you know, PC Tattletale's processing over 2 million screenshots a day right now. Okay. Now, I couldn't do that on a server that's, 10,000 requests a minute. It's fast. But I do it all through Amazon's S3 service. So because of Amazon, it really is what makes PC Tattletale do what it does. It stores terabytes of data without me ever thinking about it. I pay about $450 a month, but it's storing terabytes of data and doing 100 million requests. So it does let you build things you couldn't build before, and I'm just super pumped up about it, man. It's like really just rocked my world.
That's awesome. So you went for your job paid, but you thought mainly most about your business, right?
No, my job paid for the Alexa stuff because let me throw something else out at you too.
Okay.
In the world, there's how many people that write code and develop?
I don't know. Do you?
Millions, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Out of the millions of people that write code, how many are writing skills for Alexa right now?
Probably very few.
Very few. How many are writing skills for Alexa for a large enterprise?
Very few.
Very few. I have that opportunity. I've worked myself into a job where I can start writing Alexa skills for one of the largest companies on the planet. So
now, do they want you to use that, or is that just like just in case we use this?
What happened was, and I'll tell a quick story, is I was in Portland and we were sitting around having a beer in a hotel lobby, go figure, after work.
Yep.
With my boss and a director, and we started talking about using Alexa in the company and what it could do, right? Just a conversation. And then about 3 weeks later, he forwards me an email from our vice president, his boss, saying, "What are we doing with Alexa?" And they said, "Hey, Bryan, can you do something with Alexa?"
Nice.
I, on my own, go learn Alexa, figure out the scripting on it, put together some demos for them, show them how to do it on their phone and look good in front of people. And so they're like, "Holy crap, we got to do this, whatever you need." And I just like spun myself up a job there, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a real opportunity, and I feel like PC Tattletale's going well and good. If I want to take this opportunity, I could become one of the best in the world at helping large corporations use Alexa in a large corporation. I could charge $1,000 a day for people to come to a seminar like yours. Corporations would pay it all day long, consulting, all that stuff. So it's a good opportunity. I'm taking advantage of it. And that was the main thing at going. The whole cloud computing thing just was like out of nowhere. And that really got me thinking about a lot of things, particularly with PC Tattletale, you know, Mike. When more people join, you start getting your phone going off. Literally at 3:30 in the morning, my phone went off and it said site down. That sucks. 3:30 in the morning, my site's down. Why?
Yeah.
You know, so I log in. Yep, server's fucking hung up, not working. You can't do web requests. Shit, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
You know, it's growing pains. The traffic on the site's doubled. There's 20 people on it right now.
Nothing to talk at 3 in the morning, so that's pretty good. You woke up though.
Well, I got a service that pings it. It's called Uptime Robot. I'll give those guys a plug. I give them some credit.
We use that for our PBNs.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah. So when one goes down, you get a text message. It says, "Hey, your site's down," and that's what I get, and I know. But the point is, when you build this stuff in the cloud, you don't have to worry about these scaling problems. It's all kind of done behind the scenes. So that's a pretty huge breakthrough in computing to not have to worry about stacking up servers.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So I did the opposite of you. I took my wife and kids out to Chicago. We stayed at Midway Airport outside the city, but we took the train in the city. They had a really good time. They fell in love with the city. They just love it.
Nice.
They want to all go move to Chicago. They really had a good time.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Especially my oldest son. He really wants to go. But we did the Cheesecake Factory and took in all the lights. It was good. It was good. It was a fun town. Lollapalooza was there.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's man, dude. So PC Tattletale. I have been on the road for about 3 weeks.
It's busy on the road, isn't it?
What's that?
I said it's busy on the road, isn't it?
Yeah, what I can do on the road is I can answer support tickets, but I can't do any in-depth analysis as to why something's not working for somebody, you know?
Right.
But I could do pretty much, like I said, everything within, 20 minutes in the morning, and I'm pretty good for the day. The help support tickets are starting to get to be a lot. I think we talked last time, they were like five a day. Now they're like 10 to 15 a day.
Dang.
And I was thinking that's one thing that courses and books definitely beat software on is you don't get tech support on a book. You just don't. But software and tech support is part of it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we talked in July yet, but the blog was just short of 18,000 visitors, Mike.
Thanks.
Is up from 12,000, so that's like sweet. Sold more copies than we ever sold before. We broke 100 copies, and second month of low five figures. So it's starting to happen. I think we'll do it again this month too.
That's awesome.
I can see in the business, like, the bottleneck's not traffic. It's not traffic from the blog. The bottleneck is as your business grows and your software footprint goes out, you start seeing more problems and edge cases creep in. And I'm starting to get hit up on support with just a lot of just bizarre stuff that either I just ignore and say, fuck it, sales are good enough, or I start really diving in and trying to fix this stuff for people. So that's like the major bottleneck in it right now. But I did place an order from you for some more links.
I saw that.
Yep, you see the order come through?
Yep.
I think it's my 11th order now, and I was just calculating. I don't know the exact amount, but I've probably spent like maybe $2,000 on links so far.
Nice. It's not bad.
I'm still buying them, right? So there's got to be a reason.
Start, yep.
So I'm pointing those at we were doing those SpectreSoft posts, remember, back in May?
Yes, yep.
And then I felt like we pretty much saturated those because they were all ranking in the 1 or 2 spots, and they just don't get a lot of search volume,
Right.
So I found one that was converting pretty good, talking about the best Windows keylogger. So if you type that kind of thing into Google, best keylogger for Windows 10,
keyword.
Come up. Huh?
That's a buyer keyword.
Yeah, it is, and it gets some good search traffic. So that one converts really good too. So I'm pointing the links at that, and I also know that my Windows software tends to close better than the Android, probably because it just works better for people,
Yeah.
Here's another problem that cropped up. So iPhone just stopped working for people because Apple changed something. And I hit up my developer who's been working on this. I've been paying him, and he says there's not really a fix unless you buy this third-party library. They want a minimum of $500 a month, and it's just not really feasible to buy it. So I'm sitting there, so I take the feature out of the software because it doesn't work. But it's one of these features, Mike, that like PC Tattletale's probably monitoring about 1,500 to 2,000 computers right now. And out of less than 100 are iPhone. It's not something people really use. They like the Android, they like the Windows. For whatever reason, they really don't use the iPhone one. So because not a lot of people use it, maybe just leaving it in there, because I was thinking about it. When you sign up and you see that it's an option, even though if I'm not using it, it feels like it's kind of like a selling point that it's there.
Huh, I don't get that. If I had an Android and wanted to monitor an Android, I wouldn't see a need for an iPhone.
But when you sign in, you see it's there, and you say, well, if I had to monitor an iPhone, it's cool that it can do that.
Yeah, I guess if I'm monitoring, it depends what I'm monitoring. If it's something like quick fix, but how long do most people stay? Or wait,
what's that?
They pay annually, right? Not monthly?
Right, annually, yeah.
Okay. Did you ever try monthly or no?
I did, and the general gist of it was like this. They pay $20 a month, right?
Yeah.
The average lifetime value was about seven or 8 months, so about $160.
Okay.
And it took you a year to get that $160, right?
Right.
Then you'd get someone who would call into their credit card company and dispute the last 6 months of charges, and they would go 35, 35, 35. You'd get like 6 months worth of $35 chargeback. You get like $200, 5 chargebacks on your merchant account. I'm not knocking it, and I do get people who contact me fairly regularly asking about monthly. I've just found it to be a very slow way to grow your business. I think it's better to just get paid up front. That's why I switched to yearly. I was doing monthly. I think the highest I could get it was like about 3,000 a month. It just took too many customers to churn all of it. It's just too slow. It's 20 a month at a time, you know?
Great that you tested. I love that.
You would think it would just like stack up, but people churn out. Their credit cards get declined. People, like I said, email you and freak out. I don't remember this being on my credit card. And anyway, I'm not gonna go into it. But yeah, I did it for probably 3 or 4 years. Just ran it at $17 a month, and just figured, hey, whatever it makes, it makes. And it just it just didn't. I think it goes back to that pricing thing that, at $10 or $20 a month, it's hard to make money.
Yeah,
you got to have a lot of customers. An email service provider can charge $100 or $200 a month. Now it starts working. Now it starts making sense. Or a hosting company.
Bro.
So I shut down an old project this week. Back in 2006, I wanted to build something, and I went on the download sites and searched for what's the most popular, and the YouTube downloader came up, and I thought, well, heck, I can build one of those. So I made one, and I started selling it for $50. And it was going okay. And I remember, Mike, I could get a lot of traffic to this site, like 700 or 800 people a day, but I would only sell like 1 or 2 of these things. It wasn't really like making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I remember this, he was killing it in the search engines. And I was on Flippa one day, and he's selling the site. This site I've been like just drooling over, because this guy's like all over in the search engines. It's for sale. And he wanted $12,000 for it, and it got 4,000 visitors a day. And I remember talking with my wife. I'm like, man, if I buy this thing, we're going to make a ton of money. And he was in France, and I wired the money to an online escrow account and bought it for $12,000 off Flippa. And he configured it on a server which cost $200 a month to run. And I set that up with one-on-one hosting. and it was written in Windows C# code, and I know that, so I started monkeying with the site and working on it, and I wondered like how long that site would last, and frankly, it's been out of disrepair. It still has customers on it. It makes a few $100s a month, but the hosting's also a few hundred a month. And I just thought, you know what, this isn't really contributing to my bottom line anymore. And frankly, there's some risk there of people downloading who the hell knows what on your server, and you're held liable for it. So I just canceled the contract, and it's just like, I'm just going to let it die out and go. It's done.
You still have the website?
What's that?
You still have the domain name?
Yeah, I still got the domain name. I don't know what I'm going to do with it at this point.
You could direct it to PC Tattletale since it's built up links. Didn't it? In Majestic?
Yeah, good idea. So just take the homepage and I'll put it on the S3 cloud, and I'll just make a one-page site, right?
Yep.
And just talk about different things and kind of curb it toward PC. I could just say other products we make, PC Tattletale, right?
Talk about, yeah, if it's no longer available for YouTube downloads and stuff, and then, yeah, go to PC Tattletale, the link to it. Yeah, you got a PBN right there.
Oh, that's great, man. That's a great. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for sure.
And then you can put it into majestic.com to see how many backlinks that Convert YouTube site has. But I'm sure it has some.
It had a lot, and I think it's still, boy, if I looked at the traffic, maybe we'll pull it up. I don't know. I'll do it later. But it probably gets a few hundred visitors a day. It's not nothing.
Yeah, but if you don't really care about the visitors, that's going to be the worst traffic. It's probably not going to convert. You just want that link.
No, I'm not saying the traffic's going to convert at all. I'm just saying that it's getting traffic from somewhere, you know.
Interesting.
So it must.
Yep. It probably still ranks. I think I've seen it. I remember I saw it somewhere, like in the top ways to download YouTube videos, like article. I saw like a link to it or something.
Yeah, it probably does rank all over the place. But the problem is, these two sites, that and that free article spinner, suffered from the same problem with lots of traffic, no buyers, you know?
Think about how
the reason is
yeah, your keyword. Think about it. Your keyword, best like software, basically a buyer keyword versus free article spinner and basically YouTube downloader with intent to download for free. Especially there's a lot of free ones on the market, at least not in the beginning probably, but at least nowadays.
100%.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. So,
dude,
anyway,
learn the hard way, you know?
I've been like slimming down every other side project I've had going on. Sold a couple Twitter ebooks last week.
Oh, nice.
I sold like 4 of them.
Wow. Dude, that's awesome.
I haven't even looked at that site in 2 years.
Yeah, I want all the emails. I want to do a similar to-list to all the emails with my book, see if they converts.
Oh yeah, I got thousands of them. I probably got 6,000 emails by now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I've been like stripping them off my Aweber account so I don't have to pay for them because I'm not going to email them. I just archive them in CSV files.
Awesome. Can I use them to do a lookalike audience?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sweet.
They probably would be. They probably would be pretty accurate and kind of demographic, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have really that many emails. I have like 500 from Operator Pro. That's about it. But you need like at least like 5,000 to do a lookalike within AdWords. Now called Google Ads. Did you see that?
So, Mike, huh?
They got rid of the name AdWords, and now they're just known as Google Ads.
Yeah, makes you wonder where their business is headed. But, yeah, search intent.
But yeah, what were you saying before that?
Yeah, could you walk us through really quick your process for printing that book? Because it seems like you could just one-off print these things, and I think that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, so it's within CreateSpace, and you just do an any word processor like Google, docs, download as a PDF, and then just put it right in there. And then, yeah, it's print on demand. So you just order it right from there. This was like $7. But then I did
this is a on service.
It's yeah, CrateSpace. I can show it to you if you want.
No, I'll look it up. And so you just upload any PDF you want with the artwork, and it'll just print it.
Yep. You do a few different settings, and yeah, it's super easy. And then yeah, for me, what I did with ClickFunnels is I integrated it so when they purchase on ClickFunnels, it actually goes to Amazon.com, a robot, and orders from there because CrateSpace is connected to Amazon, and then it orders it, and it's like sends them separate emails, but like sends me the shipping emails or something. I haven't really figured out that whole tech side on that side, but yeah, it's sweet that it's on demand, so you don't have to order like thousands of copies. And
how long does it take for you to?
What's that?
How long does it take for you to get it?
I mean, this one took 2 days because I got the special shipping. I think it's like 7 days, maybe.
Okay,
it's pretty fast.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
And it's, yeah, I don't know how they do it, but yeah, that's pretty sweet, dude. Like technology in the information age is like crazy with everyone like learning it now too, you know? It's just going to be more and more like there's so many people that like, I mean, like the seminar tomorrow is like, 70 people with all like personal trainers wanting to learn how to start an online personal training business or grow that. That's interesting because it's just that, you know? So, but yeah.
The hotel gym's going to be packed in the morning.
yeah, I know. I think they all like schedule their workouts in the morning and go.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure
they're all
work it out in the morning.
They're all like ripped too, like really in good shape too. So you got to be very confident about your own body.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's good energy, good event. I mean, there is opportunity cost. Like today, basically spent the day traveling, and then 3 days you're not in action mode.
Well, I honestly, Mike, I think the networking, the relationships you form, particularly after the event over a couple beers, can be worth tons. I mean, you should be able to pick up some clients, and if not now, at least make some relationships that can get you some.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I can't wait until like
a couple more clients similar to Vince. It'd be another 10 grand a month revenue, like that,
But I really want the info product people, like do it themselves people, because it's just so much work doing it for others,
do
that, but I want to like train a team to do that, So like if I could get some more cash flow without the workload, then eventually take on more clients and have like a team to do it, that'd be great. Because Sarah, she's like really needs a video. She creates for SEO clients. She actually creates them a video. And she does a really good job now. Like voiceover, PowerPoint slides, edits all together, music. Like it's really good. Like the power of someone else doing this, because but she's she's an example of knowing nothing, and she's like my apprentice, so to speak, and she can almost do like everything I can. So it's like she's really good, but it's like I don't know how to replicate that type of training. I literally am thinking about hiring someone to like live with us and just like somehow get that whole immersion experience, because I don't know. So it would be pretty hard to like teach all of this, like even like in an office setting, very hard virtually, and even like in an office setting, like them coming only like a little bit in, So I don't know what that means, but that'd be cool to have like a mansion of everyone like working together and living together. Like a work home.
I could picture it. That'd be kind of cool.
Like the Facebook guys, didn't they all get a house together or something?
Probably. They probably did something like that. But you're right. The info product will scale better, and with the services, it's kind of like having 10 jobs, right?
It is. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of intense. I mean, I worked with a guy named Rudy yesterday. Just like some training, and it was like a 2.5 hour call. So it's like pretty long, and it's like we got 4 more of those. I'm doing some personal training with YouTube ads because he wanted to learn it. instead of just for me to him to do it for him too, which is like a hybrid
Right.
of they don't want to sit through like a book or a course, but they'll just hire me and then learn it, themselves. So.
Yep, I did those, and I thought they were pretty fun. I thought the same thing that you say it's only an hour, but it's really more than an hour because before and after the call, and you really feel on the spot with stuff. I did.
Yeah.
You really feel like good value.
Yep, and then you got to like get the data and a few things too. So yeah, but it's pretty good. I mean, I like that model better than doing it all myself. It's like a lot more work. Like you say, 10 jobs, which is good. I can take on like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 and be good. But once it hits like past that number, then they multiply. So unless super system.
Think about the traveling I've done the last 3 months, and like no way, not if I had clients. It would have been so incredibly stressful, so stressful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like you said, like cash flow, it's quick cash flow to get the client.
No, it's great. It's great. Great experience. Man, there's a lot of good reasons to do it. But I get what you're saying with the info product. Once that thing gets going, you can cut back the clients.
Yeah. What's your next software idea going to be after PC Tattletale?
What's that?
You're going to do another business idea, like a different software after PC Tattletale?
I'm sure it won't carry me into 70 and 80 years old. I don't know. Maybe it will. Right now, Mike, I think, man, I'm just kind of enjoying it and smelling the roses. And I think I've talked about it before. I don't feel like a bear's chasing me anymore. Money-wise, just kind of kick back and chill. And like, I'll just go through the support tickets and try to fix as many bugs as I can and keep the fucking thing taped together.
True. So hire someone.
But the Alexa, that's a real opportunity. I think I'd be crazy not to do that. So that one's setting a stage maybe for something bigger, maybe something my kids can help me out with. We'll see. That'd be sweet. Start a business with them. And PC Tattletale in my mind, just so you know, it was always supposed to be a lifestyle business. I figured if it made me between 10, 20 grand a month, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. I never expected it to make much more than that. Yeah. Kind of frank about it. Lifestyle's huge. I mean, because then, you can make so much more, but then you can get caught up with the workload, too. So the minute I have to bring in a support person, my whole business changes, right? That's true. Yep. Gotta watch what they do. I need a control panel they can use. Everything needs to start being systematized. It just all changes, and I don't really want it that big. I like that I can work for 20 minutes and just enjoy my day and not think about it, and the bills are paid and there's plenty of money in the bank. Like, that's good. It's good. Yes. I like it. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with it right now, but I'm not thinking past PC Tattletale. I'm thinking just keep the damn thing together. It's in a fun state. It's growing right now, and it's in a good spot. So kind of boring, but it does have its challenges. Got iOS broken. Yeah, I mean, when you say those problems, I can just relate to my own business and a lot of other people's businesses. Like, it's not all sales. I mean, once it's sales, then it's like, fulfillment, and then like other just challenges that come up. So within all businesses, it's like never ending, It's always something, It's always something, but better to have that problem than no one coming to my site. That's like the worst problem. Exactly. I mean, they're good problems to have. Like, no matter how bad it is, quote unquote, it's still good problems. Yeah. Quality level problems. But dude, that's all I got, man. I think we can wrap it up. I gotta cool down and get my stuff together and wake up early. It starts at like 7 a.m. tomorrow. So hopefully I don't sleep in. Start at 7 and then the whole until bar at night, man, because that's where all the magic happens in my book.
Yep, true. So,
All right, dude.
yeah.
Talk to you next week.
Later, guys. See ya. See you,
Yep.
Bryan.